Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about something that's so fun, so important. We're going to be talking about my favorite dog breeds, and just a warning. This is going to be controversial, it's going to be personal, it's going to be my opinion, but it's going to be
correct, and that's all I can say about that.
To begin with, okay? So let's just get right into it. Okay, the first dog we're starting with, I think this might be called a Chow Chow. These guys are pretty cute. They're kind of like a teddy bear dog. I'm gonna put them in C tier because I don't know these dogs. I don't know their demeanor personally. Next, we have collies. Collies are known for being really high energy. They're herding dogs. They're gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful animals. I don't know like how good they are as companions. I mean, you can train them to do a lot of tricks. So I guess if that's the kind of dog you like, that makes them a good dog. But I'm gonna put them in B tier because they're beautiful, they're sexy, and they're smart, and I can relate to that on a personal level. Up next, we have the English Bulldog. Okay, here's my personal bias coming out already, okay? I love a dog with a smushed face. I love an English Bulldog because these guys can skate, okay? These guys are notorious skateboarders. That's kind of what they're bred for, is skating, I'm pretty sure. They're short, they're extremely dense and thick. I love that about them. They're lovers. They're slobbery, so that's definitely a negative point against them. And also, they have a lot of health problems, especially for the smush face dogs even, because they're so damn thick. So I'm gonna put them in B tier for that reason, but if I see one on the street, like, my heart is fluttering. Next we have, I believe this is a Mastiff. They're so freaking big. I love that. They make me feel like I'm a baby. Like, if I needed to be left alone with this dog and raised in the woods, like, they would treat me like one of their young because I'm that small to them, so I'm putting it in B tier for that reason. Up next, we have the Shar-Pei. They're small, they've got this amazing wrinkly little face, which I love. They're pretty unique in that look. There's no other dogs with, like, the folds like them. I've heard they're kind of an aggressive breed, which I like that personally. I'm gonna put these dogs in A tier because they're aggressive and they're freaky looking, and I love that. This is where we start to get controversial. Now, we've got a standard poodle. I hate poodles. I think they're hideous. They're insane. They have so much energy. They're so big. They are jumping all over you at like 160 pounds, and they're not even cute, okay? I'm sorry. This dog is going in D. D for damn, that dog's ugly.
What the heck?
I don't really know this dog, but it looks like a bit of a dingo, kind of a wild dog look. I want to put it in I don't know this breed, but it looks like a dog I would like, okay? I'm just gonna say that. Oh, next we have Saint Bernard is what these gentlemen are called. These are another big, handsome dog, but as you can see by that expression on his face, these guys are lovers. He's handsome, he's a lover, he's Beethoven from the Disney movie Beethoven, if you'll recall. I'm gonna give him the Mastiff treatment and put him in B just because of the size, and look at that sweet face. Now we have the Corgi. This is gonna be controversial, okay? These dogs are incredibly handsome. I'm not gonna take that away from them, but they're too long. They're too low to the ground. I don't really get them. They're cute, but I don't get it. It's not for me. They're too much of a GMO dog. I'm going to contradict myself later. I just am gonna say that now, but that's just where I stand on the Corgi, and I'm sorry about that. So they're gonna go in C tier. Next we have a Yorkie. They kind of fall into the small yappy dog category. They're so tiny. They're like a 5-pound dog. It's like hardly even a dog at that point. It's basically like an overgrown guinea pig. Honestly, I think I've had guinea pigs that are heavier than Yorkies. They're pretty cute. As far as the like small ratty dogs go, like the Malteses and stuff, these are cuter because they're not white, so they don't get those like eye boogers like the other dogs do. So I'm gonna put it in a C tier. I would never own one of these dogs personally, plus you have to get them groomed, and like, who has time for all that? Next we have the Cloud Dog. I don't know what this guy's name is, but they're really handsome. Their fur's soft as hell. They seem kind of just like sweet little dodo birds. I like these guys. I'm gonna put them in B. Okay, we've got the Husky. I love a dog that has a purpose. These dogs, they're meant for sledding. They're meant for running. They got a lot of energy, and they just want to do that, and I love that for them, but do they make a good pet? I'm not really sure about that. They kind of freak me out. A lot of times they have those like piercing blue eyes, which I find kind of creepy. And they just kind of scare me a little bit. I would never approach one of these dogs myself, which I guess, like, I definitely respect that. I respect their boundaries. But I also do like a dog that's obsessed with me, so I'm gonna put them in C. Now we have a wolf. And to show respect for like the ancestor of the species, we're gonna go with S there. And I don't really feel like I have anything else to say about that. Kind of speaks for itself. Now we have the Maltese. You know what I said about the Shih Tzu? Maltese, I'm sorry, this is like the Shih Tzu's fucked up cousin, okay? They get the eye boogers that are gross, their hair gets all matted, they just look like they stink. If you gotta be taking it to the groomer like once a week to even make it look cute, it's not a good dog. So that's gonna go in D tier for me. Up next, we have the pug. I saw a pug today. I saw a little pug puppy. He was all black. He was so freaking cute. I just lingered a few seconds longer so he would smell my shoe, and it was really gratifying. Of the smush-faced dogs, they're maybe the worst. Sorry. Similar to an English bulldog, they just get like, when they're old, they're just kind of a mess. They're like fat and very like, but they're really cute and sweet and stupid, and I love them, so I'm gonna put them in V with the English Bulldog. This is a spaniel of some sort, I believe. I think these dogs are pretty cute. You don't see them very often. This is another dog that has to be groomed a lot, but I think they have like a pretty good demeanor. They're pretty cute. I don't have much to say about the spaniel. It's gonna go in C. Oh my god. Up next, the Doberman. Oh, the Doberman. These are in like my top 5 dogs. I have so much respect for these dogs. Number 1, they're like a trendy tattoo at the moment. I love that. Number 2, they're just so sleek, and like their bodies are like these perfect tight vessels. They have these ears, and they're just like so svelte. Like, I'm obsessed with the Doberman. I have never touched one. I've seen many. I've admired many from afar, and like, my heart flutters when I see them. It skips a beat because they're so majestic. They're on a different level from these other dogs. This dog would really protect you, and maybe they're sweet. I'm not really sure, but this dog's going in A tier because they're so badass. Oh boy. Up next, we've got the wiener dog, the hot dog, the long boy. He's so long, literally only his midsection fits in this photo, and you know exactly who this little fella is. Okay, I love these guys. They are not compatible with life. Like, your dog's stomach shouldn't be that close to the ground, but they're really cute, and they're probably really sweet, and they're tiny. I want to put them higher, but he's gonna stay in C for me, and I'm sorry. Okay, we've got a hound dog. These dogs are just like, these are good boys. They're loyal. They're probably freaking nuts. They probably have a lot of energy. So I'm gonna leave them in C tier for that reason. Too much energy is a point against you, but I like a dog that, you know, can do a job, and these dogs are hunting dogs, which is a job. So good for them for contributing to the workforce, but they are a C tier dog for me. Sorry. Dalmatians! These dogs are so iconic. Like, name a more iconic dog. The hold these had on children's books, you thought that a Dalmatian was going to be at every fire station. Like, there's a period where that was the only dog you had ever heard about when you were a kid, and then all of a sudden you've never seen a Dalmatian in your life. I think I've seen like 5 in my life, and every time I see one, it's like,
Oh my god, there it is! Like, they're real!
so due to their mythical quality and their extremely handsome, incredibly handsome coloring, these guys are gonna go in the A tier. Up next, we have the Boxer. We have the big cousin of the Boston Terrier, jumbo, oversized. They think they're little, they're crazy, they're silly, they're making silly faces, they're sweet, they're lovers. Yeah, I'm gonna put them in A tier because I love a smash face dog, and I love that this is just like a jumbo one. Now we have a Golden. Goldens are an iconic dog, okay? I'll give them that. Like, they're beautiful, they're sweet, a loyal boyfriend. People call him a golden retriever boyfriend. Like, they're good dogs, but they don't do it for me. I don't find them to be that cute. I don't really get it. So they're gonna stay in C. Up next, we have, I don't know, puppies? I'm gonna go and I don't know about this breed because I'm not sure who this is supposed to represent, but he's very cute. Now we've got another spaniel. I'm gonna put it in the same tier. I like the coloring on this guy more. I think this is a Cocker Spaniel. Good name. The coloring's a little better. So maybe I'll put it in B for that reason. Suck it. My tier list. Okay, I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be. I'm just gonna put it in, I don't know about this breed. Now we have the Chihuahua. This is a very complicated breed to me because a good Chihuahua is a treat. But there's almost no good Chihuahuas. They're shaking and trembling like they've been abused their whole life. Like they're an addict recovering. It's their first day that they've quit smoking cigarettes or using heroin. Like they're freaking me out already. They're like 3 seconds away from an anxiety attack if you breathe on them wrong. If your toe steps on this thing, not let alone your whole foot, if your toe steps on this thing, you are going to kill it. They're yappy as hell. They have small dog syndrome. They can be really annoying, so I'm sorry I'm gonna put them in D tier, but a good Chihuahua is really cute and I like them. And I know a Chihuahua personally that's very handsome, sorry. Okay, the Lab. This is another just like dog's dog, iconic dog. They're good, they're sweet, they're big, but they're kind of like generic dog to me. I'm like, they're fine, so it's gonna go in C for me. Yeah. Up next we have a Rottie. Oh my god, I love these dogs. They have such like soulful, sweet eyes. They look like they're gonna be these like scary, like Doberman-esque dogs, but then you look in their eyes and they're like, they're so cute, so sweet. I'm putting these in A tier. Now we have the Beagle. The Beagle, I feel like the Beagle had its era in like 2005. Like everyone had a Beagle and then they realized how annoying they were. Like these dogs bark like crazy and they eat like literal pigs. Like I'm not saying like, oh, he's a pig. Like they eat like they don't have the center of their brain that tells them to stop eating. So these are gonna go in D tier. They're very cute, but annoying.
Bruh.
Next, we got the Shep dog, the German Shep. These guys, they mean business. When I talk about a dog that has a job, I'm talking about a German Shepherd. These guys are, I mean, they're kind of narcs in one sense, like they're employed by the feds, and that's kind of a demerit against them. Also, I feel kind of scared when I see them. I don't know, I think I'm gonna have to give them like the narc dog rating and put them, it feels wrong to put a dog in F tier. I'm gonna put an F for fuck the police. Okay, sorry. Fuck the police. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Now we've got, this is a Great Dane. Hello, this is the Scooby-Doo dog. I love a Great Dane. If you have never seen one before, your jaw will drop to the floor when you see how big these dogs are. Like a horse dog. They're gangly, they're limby, and they're so big that they're like the opposite of little dog syndrome. They have big dog syndrome where it's like you can do anything to them. They're not nervous at all. They know they're the top of the food chain. They're not aggressive. They don't have an ounce of aggression in their bodies. They're just like, boo, boo, boo. I love them. They're going in A. Now we have the Husky again. Maybe the other one was the Malamute. I'm not really sure. Just copy and paste my assessment of the Malamute to the Husky. Okay, we've got the Sheeb, the Doge dog. We've got like, I think this is even the Dogecoin picture. These dogs are freaking sweet. I actually see them all the time in New York. There's like a couple dogs that are like the rich people dogs, which is like Frenchies, Corgis, and Shibas, I've noticed. They look like a stuffed animal come to life. They are so cute and perfect. They're a little bit aggressive, which I don't mind. They're going in B. Love these dogs. Okay, we've got a favorite of mine. We have the Pitty. I grew up with pit bulls, seriously misunderstood animals. Like, do they have aggression in them? Yes. Were all of my dogs aggressive with other dogs? Yes. Was that our fault? Maybe. But these dogs would never hurt a human ever. They're the sweetest dogs ever. Such lovers. They have the biggest smiles on their faces. Dogs can skateboard too, so that's pretty lit. They're gonna go in A for me. Now we have the Pomeranian. The Pomeranian. What to say about the Pomeranian? The Pomeranian's a bit of an oversized rat dog. It's got more hair than it should, honestly. But a well-manicured, well-groomed Pomeranian, they're stunning. They're gorgeous. They're little teddy bear dogs. They're really cute. They don't have the little dog syndrome either. They always have that smile plastered on their face. I think they're really sweet. Dodo bird dogs, empty heads. I love that. They're gonna go in B. Now we've got this guy, and honestly, I can't remember what they're called. But this haircut, I find really attractive.
What the
But an
heck?
all-white dog like this, they're gonna have the goopy eyes, and they're probably gonna stink. So it's gonna go in C. And finally, we have the Australian Shepherd. So these dogs are really good looking. They're extremely good looking. They all have this like really cool patterning of pattern of the white and gray and black and brown. And it's really cute. And they have like the different colored blue eyes, which I find kind of creepy sometimes. They have a lot of energy. They're really eager to please. And I like them. So they're gonna go in B tier. And finally, I have to give a special mention. They're not represented in this list, but I'm gonna add it in post. The Boston Terrier. And by extension, the French Bulldog, but I'm gonna focus on the Boston Terrier. Now, these are some of the greatest dogs to ever live. Empty head, biggest lovers ever. They will just follow you around, and anytime you want them, they're ready. They're ready for love. They're locked and loaded for kisses and smooches. I like a dog that you can manhandle. And you can just do whatever you want to these dogs. I love them so much. I'm extremely biased. So I'm gonna put them firmly in A tier. If there was a spot between A and S, I'm reserving S for the wolf. But yeah, the Boston Terrier, for your consideration, is one of the greatest dogs to ever live. So that's my definitive dog breed tier list. And these are all of my correct opinions. And I'm not gonna say for a second that any of these are wrong. So that's that.